Oi pessoas, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no canal Eu Nerd. Eu estou de volta finalmente com mais um vídeo. Faz tanto tempo que eu não gravo que eu não sei nem como que eu começo esse episódio. Mas vamos lá então, que nesse vídeo eu vou finalmente abrir a missão lendária da Yae. Vamos lá, desbloquear. Missão lendária da Yae Miko. Resgata a minha chave. E vamos nessa. Desculpa se tiver algum barulho de fundo. Acho que é isso aqui. Onde tá? Lendas urbanas misteriosas. Caminhe por Hanamizaka. Vambora. Caminhe por Hanamizaka. Ok. Tá chovendo. Eu amo essa música. Nossa. Pera aí. Essa também. Opa, já?
We haven't been to the Yae publishing house in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time was pretty cool.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of Mora.
Não, não é apenas uma coisa. Um personagem 5 estrelas também vale a pena.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
É,
It's
também.
just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing Mora at it. If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till it does.
Uau!
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate.
Huh? Really? You guys don't know? You need but stand on this land at midnight,
Lower your head and recite a special incantation, then your wish will come true.
O que significa isso?
Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing. A highly effective wish ritual guaranteed to make your wishes come true.
É, não, funciona não.
A wish ritual? That actually works?
Caramba, isso é fanservice, porque todo fã tem um ritual pra summonar. Isso não soa muito credível não, né? Crível.
It's just not how the world works.
Acho que credível não existe essa palavra. Sim, até mesmo para Paimon é difícil acreditar que uma coisa fantástica tá. Beleza.
I didn't believe it at first either, but that changed when it worked for someone I know.
Ok.
It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot. But get this. I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class restaurant. I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual, and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high with Mora.
His whole bed was filled with... Wow!
Você está tão emocionada que mal consegue falar.
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of Mora is a bit of an exaggeration. Whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual. It can't hurt to give it a try, right?
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very compelling stories going around these days.
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask around right
Lá
now!
vem a Yae. Tô sentindo um cheiro de editor Yae. Por que essa urgência repentina?
Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... Oh, and you'd finally be reunited with your twin too! Let's go!
Tá bom, né? Calma, não preciso me bater. A grande oferenda de Narukami. Adoro os nomes das missões. Investigue os Kaidan populares recentes. Bem, antes da gente continuar aqui o vídeo, tá? Eu queria anunciar pra vocês que tá tendo vaquinha pra poder me ajudar a comprar um PC novo, pra poder trazer vídeos com melhor conteúdo e salvar o canal, porque o meu computador tá começando a parar de funcionar. Continuando. Link na descrição. Bora lá. Aê! Tem cara mesmo de editora Yae, nunca vi.
I'm closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey, see those two? Paimon remembers them from the Yae publishing house. One's an editor and the other's an author.
Grasp the thought in mind.
Ah, o
Clear
Junkichi.
clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you. No, thou. Wait, thee? Hear my summons, right?
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons.
Oh,
Heed.
wow.
You're never going to get it down at this rate.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Whoa!
Boa pergunta.
You scared me. Okay. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation again?
Incantation?
É o
Are you
feitiço.
guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is trying it out to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so
Oh, acontece.
I'm helping
Com
him make
qualquer
a
um.
wish so that he can move past it.
Eu não imaginava que vocês acreditavam nesse tipo de
I
coisa.
mean, I obviously don't. But Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion.
Na descida
so all
todo
I can
santo
do is go
ajuda.
along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me.
Ok.
People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask?
Tadinho.
Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Ok.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about it.
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. Alright, enough of that. Help me get this
Concordo.
incantation down. My new book depends on it.
Aquele Omamori é extremamente ineficiente.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first started out? Look at you now.
Ela foi embora.
Trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Wait. What? This wishing ritual comes from a light novel?
Sabia.
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Foi publicado pela editora Yae.
No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazuma by storm. As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look, Junkichi. Yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely.
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at having their wish come true.
Ih, tô sentindo o cheiro de problema.
Starting to sound a little suspicious. Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yae Miko about it?
Com
She's the
certeza.
expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural.
Vambora. Pera, a gente ganhou um livro. Guia em primeira mão para evocar. É doido. Cadê aqui? Vamos, Dodoko. É esse aqui? Não, cadê? Esse. Guia em primeira mão para evocar espíritos. E o que é isso? Diagrama de forja antigo. Ah, é da missão do evento. Oh, que legal esse aqui. Eu não sei o que é isso não, pra que serve. Vamos lá no templo. A propósito, tem wallpaper pra vocês de graça, tá pra todo mundo, em comemoração aos 2.500 inscritos do canal e um agradecimento especial aos meus membros aqui do canal, tá? Sério mesmo, vocês me motivam muito pra continuar ele. Muito obrigada. Yae, desembucha.
Miko! Great, you're here!
Lá vem.
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly recommend it.
Queremos sua opinião em algo.
Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
Oh, qual o problema dele?
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time, just for you.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji Yae. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. Domon turned him away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat.
Meu
He trained
Deus.
every day as hard as
O
he
jogo
could,
tá muito
and
estranho.
finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here, begging for Guji Yae's help.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. It's only natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction.
Concordo.
If it were me, I'd just leave him be
É o
for a
mesmo
couple of
quando você
days.
sai da
He'll
faculdade.
recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady
Ainda não me
Guji.
recuperei.
If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you, he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
Oh, all right, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm
Oh.
a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kinda two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them.
Eu tenho aqui.
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've gotta help me.
Miko, he seems really desperate. This thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
Ele parece bem inquieto.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Ela não falou isso. Ela não falou Yae Miko. Uau!
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange
Lá
and
vai, lá
supernatural
vem ela.
phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them.
Hey! No.
Really?
No,
Is that
no.
hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you
Wow.
too for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
No, hold on a hot second, Miko. We may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists.
Não sabemos nada sobre isso.
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around.
Como ser charlatão.
It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place.
Mas isso não é uma light novel.
Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you
Uau.
think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides,
Ela é
we both
terrível.
know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
The but you technically have a point.
Ela nem
so-
ouviu a gente.
All right, let's go.
É a cara da Yae.
Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation.
Concordo.
Well, a life's at stake here, so it looks like we'll have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to ask her about the incantation stuff.
Pronto, já posso ir, né? Ok, chegando. Oh!
How strange. My brother's been meditating here pretty much constantly over the past few days, but now he's gone.
Meditating?
Yeah, it's something that he suddenly started doing after defeating Domon's disciple. He just sits there alone, talking to himself. It's pretty disturbing, actually.
Oh.
But that's not important right now. Where the heck could he have gone in his current state?
This does pose a bit of a problem. If we can't find your brother, well, we can't perform an exorcism with nothing to exorcise, can we? Kato, whatever your name was, given the circumstances, why don't you start by going to find your brother and also picking up a handful of salt on your way? We'll need to use it during the exorcism.
Okay. Okay, got it. I'm on it.
Miko, what about us? Shouldn't we help look for his brother too?
No need. While What's-His-Face is handling that, we'll take a walk around and ask people what they know about the two brothers. Maybe we'll find out some amusing details.
Interessante. Falar com o pessoal da vila. Cadê? Nobuo.
Hello, sir. We'd like to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh, are you debt collectors? Yohei said to tell you not to worry. He'll be able to pay you back as soon as he has enrolled a few disciples.
Huh? Debt collectors? No, we're not here for anything like that. But, it sounds like Yohei and Shingo have gotten themselves into a bit of a pickle.
Well, yes. I don't
Eles
think
estão
there's any
devendo.
disputing that. Those two don't have an ounce of dedication between them. They just hop between ideas and won't stick to anything.
Huh? But Yohei said his brother has always wanted to become a sword master, and even asked Domon to be his sensei.
That's true, yes. Shingo begged
Oh.
Domon to take him on, and eventually, he finally relented. But even after convincing a renowned sensei to give him a chance, he was the same as ever, bumming around in class instead of focusing on his training. In the end, Domon had had enough and kicked him out. But Shingo was resentful about it. He blamed Domon for not seeing his potential, and even declared that he would challenge a disciple of Domon to a duel.
Wait, what? That's not what we heard.
Pois é.
Oh, how interesting. We heard a slightly different version. My brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently.
Yohei said that? That Shingo trained hard. That's ridiculous. He just lay there cussing to high heaven all day, every day. Some training regimen, that is.
Oh.
Yohei did tell me about Shingo winning the fight, but I took it with a grain of salt. You can ask Kenji at the village entrance more about that. He al-
Tá bom, a gente vai. Cortei você mesmo. Eu não vou perder tempo. Tô curiosa. Cadê o cara? Ah, Kenji. Kenji.
Hey there, we've come to ask you about the Kato brothers.
Oh. Oh, you mean Shingo and Yohei?
Yes.
Yeah, we heard that Shingo defeated an apprentice
Anda.
of Domon's recently. Is that true?
Yes, it's true. Oh, wait, so are you here because you heard they're starting their own school and you're looking to sign up?
We're not here to sign up, but we would like to hear more details about the fight.
Well, you've come to the right person. I actually went to watch it. I thought it was a joke when I first heard that Shingo was going to challenge a
Curioso.
disciple of the Meikyo Shisui art.
But when he drew his sword, he became a whole different person.
Wow.
The way he handled his blade, it was like flowing water, mesmerizing to watch. Domon's disciple is no pushover, but he was absolutely no match for Shingo.
Is Shingo really that strong?
Yep, he seemed pretty euphoric after winning the duel too. He was celebrating very vocally, saying something like, "What a duel. I haven't felt this good in a long time."
Any other details to share? We've heard that Shingo has been behaving rather out of character since then.
I'd definitely say that he has more energy than he used to.
Oh.
In the past, he never used to do much except lie around sunbathing all day. But just yesterday, for example, I saw him cutting down trees for the village head. In the space of one afternoon,
Wow.
he did what most people couldn't finish in 3 days. Not only that, but he managed to fell a lavender melon tree with just one kick.
Uau, é uma mudança e tanto.
Quite impressive.
Things got weird after that, though. The village head brought out some tofu for him, and he just flipped out. He shouted, "What is that stuff? Keep that away from me!" and then ran off.
Lady Guji, esteemed exorcists. Finally, I found you. I found my brother. He's at the waterfall, and I've got the salt you asked for, too. Come on, let's go.
As much as I'd prefer to stay and hear some more delicious details, I suppose we'd better be going now that he's been found.
Ai, ela é muito sassy. Pra onde, hein? Pra lá? O que eu adoro nesse jogo é isso. A música, o cenário. Olha que lindo. Opa, inimigo. Cortou minha música. Olha, tem uma raposa aqui. Aqui tá ele. Ele tá no topo ou tá embaixo? Ah, tá embaixo. Geralmente aqui tem
Look over there. That's him at the waterfall.
tem um kairagi, geralmente
So
aqui.
this is Yohei's brother. Whoa. He's meditating while sitting in a waterfall. That's pretty wild. Hey, listen. He's talking to himself.
Woo! How's that? Can you feel it?
Uau.
Feel the feeling of manliness.
Uau.
Found your own school. Ha! So shallow. How can a manly man aspire to something so lame? Please, spare me. Spare me. I can't feel the manliness.
Ele tá possuído mesmo. É sério.
I can't take any more. I'm gonna die. Yohei, save me. Save me.
Alguma coisa tá
Did you
acontecendo.
hear that? All the nonsense aside, he's going for help.
Huh? Who goes there?
He stood up. And now he's coming this way.
Ô, exorcista, faz seu
No.
serviço.
Don't come any closer. Help!
What do we do? Miko, think of something!
Oh, poor thing. Yohei, your brother's life is hanging in the balance, and he's using his final breaths to call on you for help. Whatever shall we do?
Ela é louca.
Well,
Que tá acontecendo?
how should I know?
The way it looks to me is that Shingo feels terribly resentful to you about something. Would you mind telling me what that's all about?
I don't know
Oh.
what to tell you. I don't know.
You don't know. But surely you should have more insight than anyone else into how your brother came to be this way. Yohei, I suggest you think very carefully before you open your mouth again. This is a life or death
Aquilo é meu
situation.
silly?
Your brother is your closest relative. You must have noticed straight away when he started acting out of character. And yet, 5 whole days pass before it occurs to you to come and seek help from me. You really expect me not to notice the gaping holes in your story?
But I...
As you wish. It's fine by me if you don't want to tell the truth. But after Shingo dies, you'll be next.
Eita!
It's futile trying to escape. Anywhere in the world you run to, it will be right behind your back. After all, you did summon it together.
Oh.
All right, I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. My brother and I used a wishing incantation. We made a wish.
Do guia em primeira mão para invocar espíritos.
Yes, that's it. The one that's all the rage right now. You just have to recite an incantation at midnight and your wish will be granted. Just like the book described, we drew the magic symbol, stepped inside it barefoot at midnight, said the incantation, and lo and behold, spheres of light appeared all around us. After my brother wished to become a swordmaster, it really worked. Out of nowhere, he suddenly had these amazing sword skills. But his whole personality changed too.
Por que você esperou até agora para pedir ajuda?
Because I was worried that if he goes back to normal, he'll lose his skills with the sword. If that happens, it'd ruin our plans to start a martial arts school, and we'd be back to being poor. I just wanted to keep this under wraps until we'd managed to get the dojo set up and paid off our debts.
So then, why'd you go to the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Well,
Porque
because
ficou
with the way
doido.
he's acting now, I was worried that rumors might start spreading that he's gotten involved in the occult arts or something, and then no one would want to sign up as his disciple. So I was thinking that maybe Lady Gucci might have a way to get my brother back to normal, but let him keep his sword skills?
Não.
My, look at you with your ingenious schemes. Stop deluding yourself. These newfound sword skills are not his. They belong to the spirit that has possessed him.
You're right. We were wrong to do what we did.
Ah,
We
muito
had this
bom.
coming.
All right, then. Your turn now, my little friend. Toss the salt and then draw your sword.
Ok.
What is that?
Oh.
It's the spirit!
See that? That's what you summoned. And look,
Kairagi.
now that
Yay.
Shingo's no use, it's coming straight for you.
Save me!
Miko! He fainted! What do we do now?
We do nothing. But you, little one, just a quick fight and this will all be over.
Sabia.
Who's this? Ah, a fellow swordmaster. Come on, fight me!
He's coming! Be careful!
Bocó.
This is order.
I will have order.
Brace yourselves! I'm going in!
Tchau.
Now you shall perish!
Ai, eu nunca me canso.
That was great! Excellent! Whoop. What a rush! I haven't felt this great in a long, long time.
He disappeared! But he looked pretty content at the end there. Huh. Well, I'm
Também.
sure he's confused. Do you know what that was all about?
Também estou completamente confusa.
We can talk about it later. They're about to wake up.
What am I doing here? Yae? Yae, is that you?
Shingo, are you alright?
Yae, I had the weirdest dream.
O maluco
I dreamed that I
summonou
wasn't a useless
espírito.
lucha with the sword anymore. I even beat one of Dolmon's disciples. I thought we could finally open a dojo of our own now.
but then I realized I couldn't control my own body. And there was this voice in my ear talking to me constantly. I was terrified and I wanted
Isso
to
é tão
take control of my body
característico,
back, but I
característico da
couldn't.
cultura
And the
japonesa.
voice kept talking about manliness.
Shingo, we shouldn't have made that wish. We summoned a spirit and it possessed you.
Yes, and had we not come to your rescue, your life would have been over before too much longer. Then the spirit would have haunted your brother until he died of fatigue too.
Thank you, Lady Gucci. And thank you for your assistance, exorcism experts.
All right, take him to get some rest. He's very weak right now, having been possessed for quite a few days. He will experience a high fever, but it won't be fatal. Remember, this is the price you pay. At
Uau.
this point, I would normally lecture you on the dire consequences of using occult methods to obtain power that does not belong to you. But
Wow.
I think you get the picture now, don't you?
Yes, we understand now. We won't do it ever again.
Thank you, Lady Gucci.
Ainda resta o
Thank
problema
you,
do livro.
exorcist. We'll be on our way then. Come on, Shingo.
Mas eu acho que isso vai ficar para um próximo episódio. Estou sentindo o cheiro.
Miko, would they really have lost their lives if we hadn't gotten involved? And if so, why the heck were you so reluctant to help out?
Oh, they would have been fine. I had to scare them a little, though. Otherwise, I hardly think these two lazy rascals would have learned their lesson.
So, what was it that possessed Shingo?
Boa pergunta, Paimon.
You saw it all for yourselves. I'm sure you can figure out what kind of spirit had possessed him, can't you?
Mestre espadachim.
Ah, Paimon's got it. It was an Oni.
Correct.
Oh!
Although it possessed Shingo, it didn't have any ill intentions. As a matter of fact, it actually seemed like it was trying to train Shingo to become bolder.
Haha.
Fair enough. But it seemed like it had the opposite effect.
Tossing salt caused it to temporarily leave Shingo's body. Then, you exhausted its strength by fighting it, so it disappeared. Even if we'd done nothing at all, Shingo would have eventually become too weak for his body to host the spirit, and it would have left of its own accord. Of course, it would have been more stressful for Shingo and Yohei that way. Still, the experience may ultimately have been more effective than me scaring them into submission with a little exaggeration.
Whew. Well, the main thing is that nobody got hurt.
All
Concord.
right, seems like we've wrapped up everything here. Come on, off we go.
Hold on, Miko. You say everything's wrapped up, but are you sure about that?
You mean you disagree?
Sim. O encantamento que eles usaram o livro guia em primeira mão para evocar espíritos.
Oh, you mean that they got the incantation from that book? Yes, I know the one.
Actually, that book's the whole reason we came looking for you at the shrine today. Incantations seem
Tem um
really
Relay Troll
popular right
dormindo
now.
lá atrás.
Human beings don't have powers like us yokai. It's quite understandable for them to be interested in incantations to summon the supernatural.
That's not the point. The problem is that the incantations in the book
That
are
was really true.
actually capable of summoning spirits and stuff. And loads of people are trying it.
Even then, humans only have so much strength. Even if they do successfully summon a spirit with the incantation, it won't stay with them for very long. I really wouldn't fret about it.
But who wrote this book? And why?
É uma ótima
Don't you think there
pergunta.
might be a bigger safety risk here? What do you think, traveler?
Realmente me preocupa um pouco.
Yeah, Yohei and Shingo may have been fine in the end, but things got pretty scary when Shingo was possessed.
Lady Yae, I
Outro.
finally found you.
Kuroda, what are you doing here?
I'm here to report on Yae Publishing House's sales for the last month. All the numbers are here. Please take a look.
Let me see. What? We're losing market share?
Yes, overall bestseller, readers' favorite, and trending ranking. We're being beaten in all categories. One book is topping the charts. It's called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits.
Agora ela vai atrás.
Both of you, back here now.
Miko? What is it? You have a really scary look on your face right now.
Achei!
Things just got serious. A first-hand guide to summoning spirits is an all-round hit, summarily beating the novels of the Yae publishing house by every analysis.
Defina sérias.
Just what is that supposed to mean? I worked extremely hard to promote our latest featured work, and now a rival book comes out of nowhere and steals our thunder. If this isn't the very definition of intolerable, I don't know what is.
Concorrência, Yae, concorrência.
I have to come up with a counterplan, and you are going to help me.
Huh? How is this our problem all of a sudden?
Paimon, please. Who wrote this book and why? Don't you think there might be a bigger safety risk here?
Agora que mexeu com a editora dela, né?
Am I to take it that the safety of the people of Inazuma isn't so important in your eyes after all?
Wait, what just happened? Again, you technically have a point, but this feels all wrong.
Nothing's wrong, okay? Come on. We're going to
Ela é
war.
terrível.
I'm going to head back and make some preparations. Meet me outside the Yae publishing.
Uau! Ok, a gente acaba por aqui a primeira parte. Bem, então é isso. Se vocês gostaram desse vídeo, deixe seu gostei aqui embaixo. Se você não é inscrito no canal, inscreva-se. Se você já é inscrito, não esqueça de acionar as notificações de vídeos novos. Se você quer ajudar a manter o canal, por favor, compartilhe esse vídeo com seus amigos. Eu acho que tem um gato do lado de fora da minha janela deitado no muro. E só agora eu percebi que eu tomei um susto. Uau. Mas tudo bem, tá fazendo um frio danado. Eu finalmente voltei pra gravar com vocês. Eu tava com muita saudade de fazer isso, vocês não têm noção. Muito obrigada a todos os membros do canal, tá? Como eu disse anteriormente, a vaquinha tá rolando pra ajudar a comprar o computador novo pro canal. Se você quiser ajudar, por favor, o link está na descrição. E eles aceitam Pix, não precisa se cadastrar no site do Vaquinha, tá? É só mandar um Pix com o Pix que eles te dão lá. Tem a chave lá embaixo, na página da minha vaquinha. A chuvinha, ó, chuvinha no jogo. É tão bom. Tava com tanta saudade. Foram muitas semanas sem gravar. Assista o próximo vídeo que tá sendo recomendado aqui na tela. E compartilhem esse vídeo porque ajuda. E até o próximo vídeo no canal. Eu Nerd, eu fui. Eu adoro a Yae. E sim, eu estou com o meu time dos arcontes. Sabe? Time dos arcontes. Vente, lindo, maravilhoso. Eu tava com saudade dele. Olha essa capa. Ela se mexe. Agora eu fui.